Hey guys, so I had another great question today talking about setting up stamps or engraving out rubber stamps using the ramp function in Lightburn. So I wanted to show you how to use this real quick and why we use it to do stamps. So if you've got the rubber stamping pads that you're going to engrave out, let's say we're doing my logo here. This is the logo. This is going to be the stamp pad that I'm actually engraving out, right? So I am going to take this and make sure it's set to fill. I'm going to make sure this guy is set to fill as well. And I'm going to just kind of select both of them. Whoops, didn't have my select tool selected. Select both of them. I'm going to hit C to center horizontally, or to center vertically, and then E to center horizontally. So just C and E. And then I've got my logo inside my stamp. So once I've got this set up, the one thing I do want to make sure I'm doing is that I am reversing that. So we're going to have to flip it over because we want it, if we're stamping something out, right, we're going to want to flip it into reverse or print it in reverse, engrave it in reverse, or mirrored so that when we actually punch the stamp down, it's correct. And if you look at this, everything that is black is what is going to engrave out, and everything that is white is what is going to be left alone, right? That's how engraving works on Lightburn. So once we've got this set up here, our design set up, what we really need to do and focus on is going into our cut layer. So we're set to fill. So this is going to engrave. I'm going to double click this guy and bring up my options. So first off, everybody's speed, power, all of this stuff is going to be different for each and every one of us. The one thing I want you to focus on or pay attention to, though, is this advanced tab. Once we go into advanced tab, we have what we call our ramp length. And what the ramp does is it will actually taper out how it is engraving for us, allowing our edges to be a little more tapered instead of like straight up and down. It's going to be kind of on an angle, and we want that for structural integrity. When we're stamping things, if you've ever done something straight up and down, you know those little pieces can move and wobble, and what happens is when you press down on the stamp, it makes it very blurry. It doesn't give us that nice sharp crisp stamp that we are trying to get. So in order to get that, we need to taper off all of our letters. So I need to taper around my logo pieces so that they're not like straight up and down. So when I do that, I want to adjust my ramp plate. The first thing I want to do is I want to ramp the outer edges of my logo. And I want to adjust this ramp length to, let's say, 1/16 of an inch. And then we're going to do the outer edge, and I'm going to hit OK here. And now I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to preview this. So I'm going to Control P. Oops, sorry about that, y'all. It's Alt P to preview. And if I scroll in, I should start seeing this little bit of difference or little bit of hesitancy when it's coming off the letters. So you can see kind of here, it's not the easiest thing to see because it is smaller. You can also see right here how it's kind of jagged. That is my ramp. That is how it is going to start kind of giving me a little less. You can see there's like this choppiness to it, right? This is just our preview. But what that's doing is giving me that 1/16 of an inch off my circles, off my lines. That's actually going to be at that tapered mode. So it's going to taper down by 1/16 versus just engraving out and being done. This is what is going to make our prints cleaner when we go to stamp things. It's going to make better ink release. It's just going to help us make a better stamp because we're going to have a better ramp or a better stability in the stamp itself. So I hope that makes sense to everybody, and I hope it helps somebody today.